January 9th, 2016. Here we have some of the front garden going on, such as it is. You can see from that we've been pulling some skirting boards and architraves out of the back bedroom. Finally started on that. Lots of Scotland and the north of England has been flooded quite badly, so I'm taking a break here in the lack of rain, but not particularly nice weather, just to quickly come out and go around the garden, because I haven't done one for a while. So the parsley is for some reason still alive. Obviously it's because we haven't had much in the way of frost. I'm quite pleased with the I actually planted some bulbs along here which are all starting to come up. I've got crocuses, I might have planted a tulip or two, and whatever those hyacinth things are called. Oh, and it's starting to rain, great. Those will be and are rogue hazelnuts that the squirrel planted in the garden that I've pulled out and put into pots. We had somebody come in and do the hedge for us last weekend because it was looking very overgrown. We had a good crop of potatoes all the way along here. The fir apples were amazing. They're massive. We've got them in the new shed, which you see down there, where we've also put our haul of pumpkins and some of apples, the red apples from Redlands, which are my favourites. The rhubarb is already starting to come back up again. Unfortunately, the snails rather like the cabbages. But when we have had them, snails, and from the looks of it, pigeons. When we did get some, they were very tasty. Unfortunately, one of the pumpkins started to go rotten in the shed, so we put it on the compost heap, but the other ones are still going fine. Very empty greenhouse. The bottles are there because John read somewhere that you can fill the bottles up with water, put them in the greenhouse, and they'll act as a heat sink. So when the sun's out, they'll get the warmth into the bottles full of water and then release it overnight. So when we come back from our honeymoon in Chile, we'll probably give that a shot. I did give it a clean just before Christmas. We had that tree taken out as well, so there was a massive great big tree going up there. My next door neighbour will be happy. I got them to flatten the stump off so that we can put some sort of a plant pot on it and hide it, trail some flowing leaves over it or something. Asparagus, well, not lots to see really there. Broad beans, I planted some. When did I plant them? I actually put the date on. Being a little bit anally retentive. What does that say? 8/11/15. So they've been in a wee while, but oh look, probably could do with being staked actually before we go. I'll have to do that tomorrow. The remnants of the chard. I must say the leeks are doing very well. Something really liked the Chinese lettuce, so I think we'll probably end up pulling that out. But again, that was tasty when it was there. One or two rather enormous beetroots left. You can see down there an enormous beetroot, more enormous beetroot, leftover chard. Something's noshing that. I'll probably have to get rid of it. John's fantastic shed. I should really have got the key and opened it up so you could have a look. When they came to do the hedge and the tree, I also asked them to flatten this stump off, which they haven't exactly done, but they have at least taken it down a fair amount. And I see they've left a stump behind. That's great. That'll be handy if you want to chop some wood. That's about it really. Obviously nothing's planted yet, it being the beginning of January. Pumpkin patch yielded us some great pumpkins. Strawberries are doing okay. Those rather sorry looking green things there, that's going to be honesty. I forgot to chuck it in last year, but I remembered in the end. Nothing else planted along here. I left all the nasturtiums to die there because I thought it might dissuade the weeds from growing. I see some nasturtiums have actually decided to grow anyway. I think although that might look like a lot of weeds, I suspect quite a bit of that is the wildflowers resown from last year, so I've just left them. You can see the 3 pots that Benta bought us for our wedding, which had beautiful arrangements in at our wedding. There's the rose that Virginia gave us, some herbs, and really that's about it. And it's now beginning to rain quite heavily, so I think it's about time to go back inside. But there we go, 9th of January 2016. Quick guided tour around the garden in the rain.